In this video we're going to talk about units and how to convert between units. So what we're talking about here are things that are measured. It may be a length, and lengths can be measured in inches, feet, yards, miles, and other things too, but those are examples. And so we may have a number in inches that we want to convert to feet or to yards or to miles or something like that. So that's what we're talking about. Length is one situation. Other situations would be weight, ounces, pounds, and tons. Again, there are other units of measuring weight, but those are examples. For volume, fluid ounces, which is different from an ounce, cups, pints, quarts, gallons. And for time, seconds, minutes, hours, days, years. So these are the kinds of units we might need to convert between and among. And let me just say that what you need to do this is you need the conversion rates. You need to know how many inches are in a foot or how many pints are in a quart. And that information will be given to you. You won't need to memorize it, but that will be given to you, and in the problems we're going to do, that'll be part of what's given. So let's start with an example. And how many fluid ounces are in 7.5 cups? And we're told that 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. So that's the conversion rate. That's what we're going to use. Okay, so now in this video I'm going to use proportions to solve this. There are other ways to do it, and we may have another video where we show other ways to do it, but let me show it to you how to do it using the proportion approach. So we know 8 fluid ounces is 1 cup, so that is a ratio, or a rate I should say. So 8 fluid ounces to 1 cup, right? And so we want to know how many fluid ounces would go with 7.5 cups. So we've set up a proportion with one unknown, and we know how to solve it. Now before I solve it, just note that cups are across from cups, and that needs to be true. Fluid ounces are across from fluid ounces, the unknown in this case. And you always have to have that. All right, so then we cross multiply, right? So 8 times 7.5 is 60. And 1 times question mark is, well, that would just be question mark. So we need question mark to equal 60. So actually that's the answer. Dividing by 1, essentially, right? So 60 fluid ounces is the answer. All right, let's try another one. How many ounces are in 3.5 tons? So this is a volume measurement, 3.5 tons. How many ounces would that be? Presumably it's going to be a lot of ounces, right? Now, what you might be given here is how many ounces are in a pound, and then how many pounds are in a ton. So it's kind of a two-step thing. Ounces, then pounds, then tons, sort of in increasing size. Increasing weight. So if we had how many ounces were in 1 ton, we could do this directly, just like in the last one. But if we're given it this way, which may be the case, then we might have to do this in 2 steps. We might have to first convert tons to pounds, and then pounds to ounces. So let's do it that way. So tons to pounds, so we know 2,000 pounds is 1 ton. And we have 3.5 tons, and we want to know how many pounds that is. Okay, so again we have 1 times question mark, which is great, because that's just question mark. And then 2,000 times 3.5 is 7,000. And again, dividing by 1 doesn't change anything, so this is 7,000 pounds. So that's how many pounds 3.5 tons is. But then we can convert it to ounces, and we use the 16 ounces to 1 pound conversion, and we have 7,000 pounds now. We want to know how many ounces. Once again, we've got question mark here, and we've got 16 times 7,000, which is 112,000. So that's the final answer, 112,000 ounces. That's how many ounces in 3.5 tons. Okay, one more example. How many days is 10,000 minutes? And again, this is kind of a two-step thing because most of us don't know how many minutes are in a day, right? But we know how many minutes are in an hour, and we know how many hours are in a day. And so that's given over here, although you probably know it. So what we'll do is we'll convert minutes to hours and then hours to days. All right, so minutes to hours, we know there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. And now notice we have 10,000 minutes, so that goes on top now, and we want to know how many hours that is. So again, minutes have to be across from minutes, hours have to be across from hours. So this is 60 times question mark. This is 10,000. 1 times 10,000. So 60 times unknown is 10,000. So this time we do have to divide. 10,000 divided by 60. And we get 166.6 repeating. And again, that's how many hours 10,000 minutes is. Okay. Then we want to convert it to days. So 24 hours is 1 day. We have 166.6 repeating hours, and we want to know how many days that is. So we've got 24 times do not know, and 1 times 166.6 repeating. So we divide, right? Divide by 24, and we get 6.94, and the 4 is repeating actually. Not a big deal. If you just want to round it, call it 6.94, that's fine. But that's days then. So 10,000 minutes is a little bit less than 7 days. Okay.